Yo, all right. Today, we're going to be learning, or I'm going to be learning about Material UI, which is, let's see here, past live stream I had. Um, I had said that I was going to be learning the Odin project or going through the Odin project fundamentals course, and I definitely dropped the ball on doing that every day. But we're back in it, and the reason why we're switching over to Material UI is that this is the component library that we're going to be using at my company that I work for. So by learning this now, a little bit earlier before the company starts adopting it, and hopefully I could become known as a go-to person about, hey, how do we use this? And yeah, anyway, so that's the reason for it. It makes a lot more sense. The Odin project was something that was definitely like good general year learning, but this is specific and like just in time learning that I need right now, or technically like last week. But today's Sunday, September 22nd, 2024. So my plan was to do a few hours live sessions of this today, and then tomorrow, probably another two um, early in the morning before work, and that should really help to set myself up um, to get ahead of everyone else. So that's the plan. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna just go ahead and start going through the docs. I believe. Let's see here. Um, Trying to figure out if I watch another YouTube video on here, if the sound will come through on your end. I'm not sure the best way to double check that. Let's see here. All right, well, I can't figure it out on live right now, and I'm not gonna make you guys. I'm not gonna waste time just doing that to whoever is watching. Probably no one, but also watching a YouTube video on this, I already have delved in a decent amount of time delving into just general lay of the land UI components in React, and I've used Chakra before. Uh, this guy. So I I have a pretty good idea of Material UI and general use cases and all of that. So we're just going to dive right into the docs. Um, yeah, and we'll go from Material UI. Base UI is more of they're like unstyled components. Excuse me. And then I honestly haven't used Joy UI. It sounds like a competitor that merged in or something like that. So doesn't matter because we're using Material UI. I did go through and get Material UI installed on one of the projects that we're working on at work, but ran into some troubles with not hosting them, running everything locally, which is not uncommon, unfortunately. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and we'll go through all of this getting started section here, right on this hour-long session. Excuse me. Okay. Yeah, this is just all the about material versus base. Makes sense. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and get started on the installation. Is there another? There we go. Full screen that sucker. I don't think it called out anything about Node versions, but I know from installing it at work that we need a pretty recent version of Node. I think 20. Let's see what the current version is. 20.17. And pull up VS Code here, and we'll get a new repo started. Sweet. Let's see. Open folder. UI. I'm extremely bad at spelling and totally brain farting. Yeah, material. Okay. Okay, and we'll just leave it at that, and I'll probably have a couple separate branches for projects. I'll probably make one where I'm just messing around with the components, and then like installing it, and then I'll make another one where I'm actually trying to build out some sort of basic page. And we'll just keep that all within this Material UI Playground repo. Looks like we're getting some issues around Git. Let's just restart VS Code, see if that fixes it. That'll be the fastest way to fix everything. Excuse me. Nope. Alrighty. We will go through fixing that. What's this about? Something. Oops. Okay, we'll just try the command they've got listed here. There we go. Okay, so based on that, no repository. Okay, that's fine. Based on this whole thing with the license, that pretty sure that means that I'm using Git from Xcode. Which if we find Git path, I probably should say Mac. Let's check here. Let's try running which Git. And then someone else said which Git, which dash A Git. Okay. Figure out all of the installations I have. Looks like I just have this one user bin /bin git, which is, yeah, at the Xcode version that's installed. So version I have 2.39.5. See what the current version is. Pretty sure that's fine. Yeah, okay, that's not that old. Is there a way for me to see past? Nope, that's not what I want. See past versions. I'm not sure how old 2.3 is. But you know, 2.39, yeah, we're just going to leave it. It's not worth it for this. We might try and update later on, but eh. Okay. I will, however, I do have Volta installed instead of, let's hack this, instead of NVM to manage my node versions. So let's see here, Volta, I think it's just, forget what I have to, Volta list. And that'll list all the versions of Node that I have installed. Looks like I have 16 or 20.16. We're going to leave it at that because that's what I've got installed right now, and we only have 20.17 as the newest. So that means I'm not very far behind at all, and it'll be fine, basically. Okay, I think we're ready to install, so I'll just go ahead and copy this. It would be kind of cool to get into Yarn or PNPM. Probably PNPM. Seems like Yarn is starting to go away. But for now, we'll just stick with NPM. Go ahead and install that, and that will probably take a bit. So, yeah, we'll just sit here and wait for that. No, look at that. Didn't even take that long. Got a little protein shaker right here. Side note, these Fairlifes, they are the way to go. Macros are pretty insane, and they taste great. Specifically, this is the 30-gram shake. They have a 26 Fairlife Core, I think is what they call it, Core Power. They have a 26-gram and a 42-gram protein version of those. Those do taste pretty decent, but the macros on the 26-gram aren't that great, and the ones on the 32 or 42, those are really solid, really solid macros, but not quite as tasty as this white label. I think it's just called Fairlife Nutrition Plan. Anyway, you can find it on Amazon. I get them at Costco, Walmart, all sorts of places. All right. Looks like we're installed. Yeah, there's our dependencies. So sweet. I probably should have started up a new Next.js repo. We'll just do a React repo for now, though, because we don't need all of the extra stuff we get from Next.js. Reference. No, I'm just wanting to install. There we go. Okay, I was just talking about framework. Yeah, here we go. Next.js Remix, Gatsby, Expo. Usually they say something about starting it up with or using React without a framework and using it with, what is it called? I'm blanking on the name. Vite. Let's see here. Let me just do a search for Vite. There we go. Yeah, this is just talking about why you should use it with a framework, which, yes, you should, but we're focused on the UI component side, so we don't need that. Yeah, okay. We will go to the Vite website. And let's see here. Probably get started. Just got started on that. Okay, it might be easier just to delete what we have in here. Delete. Trash. Yeah, and then we'll just do, what was it? npm create Vite. Yeah. Looks like I got a bunch of other junk with it. There we go. Okay, yes, go ahead and install. Project name is MUI Playground. That's fine. We're gonna have React as our framework. Yeah, I've never heard of Lit. Okay. React with TypeScript, and yeah, we'll use SWC. SWC is SWC. Oops. There we go. Is there I forget what it stands for. Let's see here. I think this is their way to get data, right? Yeah, here we go. No, Speedy Web Compiler. Okay, never mind. I'm completely off on this. I was thinking this was it Next SWC or something? Yeah, I was thinking it was for data fetching, kind of like the browser's built-in fetch. Okay, I can't find it, but there is a SWR. That's what I was thinking this was. Here we go. You can see very similar. For React hooks for data fetching. That's what I thought SWC was. Or when it had it up, give it as an option here in my code. That's what I was thinking. I don't know what that is, and nor do I really want to use it, to be completely honest. So here's what we're going to do. Going to close down. Sorry about all this setup stuff. Documents. Good. Why am I in documents? Here we go. Going to just trash that. And then just open up terminal in here, and we'll do, I thought there was an option to open up terminal. Services. Okay, never mind. For some reason, I'm pretty sure there is a way to just open up the terminal from a. See where we are. Dang it. I'm used to being on Windows. That's what I'm on at work. CD repos. And then from here, we'll go get npm create Vite. And we will call this MUI playground. Go. Regular React with TypeScript, no SWC. Okay, sweet. Now we're done. npm install. Oh, I need to cd into that. I'm an idiot. We'll just. Can we just copy paste all of this? I just realized that you guys can only see my web browser. Right now I have my Visual Studio Code up, but you guys have been staring at my web browser this whole time. That's great. Sorry about that. I think I stopped sharing my screen, reshare, entire screen, screen one. There we go. Oh, wait, I saw an option. Also share tab audio. That's so annoying. To share audio, I have to share a specific tab. Okay, whoop, that's not what I wanted. All right. Sorry about that. There we go. And we're back. So now, there we go. So we're running Vite locally. We installed everything, and now we can just go ahead and click. Hey, there's a localhost. Okay, perfect. That's all we want. Open this up. Oh, open folder. And we're going to go to repo maturely my playground. Open. There we go. All right. Now we can actually go and close this out, close that out, close that out. And we don't need you anymore, or you. So now we're back to where we're in the beginning of all this, installing Material UI, and we're 24 minutes into this. That's not what I wanted. Okay. Got that installed. With style components, MUI, Material UI uses Motion as its default style engine. If you want to use style components instead, run one of the following commands. Okay, so I don't think we need to run this, because that's if we want to use it with style components. I'm fine with using the default. Let's see what the emotion is. Okay, it's just repassing in CSS props. Okay, fair. Scroll down, looks like we have a font. We're just going to install this, or install. We're just going to use the Google Font CDN. I think that's fine. So find our index and inside the head. There we go. Okay, and then install this or with the Google Fonts CDN. I think we'll use the CDN again. Yeah, we'll just use a CDN again, just to keep things consistent. And we will include fonts, icons. Oops. There we go. Sweet. Now it's all nice and organized. And then it looks like we can get started right away by installing it via this CDN, installing Material UI. But it says not recommended for production. It requires a client to download the entire library regardless of which components are actually used, which negatively impacts performance and bandwidth utilization. Yeah, so basically every single one of these components that we have here, which as you can see is a lot, every single one of this is going to be downloaded to whoever is using our website, which is not great. So it'll slow it down considerably, especially if they don't have great internet, or they're, yeah, a lot of different things that could affect that. But anyway, so we will go on to the next thing, usage. All right, after installation, you can import any Materials UI component, start playing around. For example, try changing the variant on the button to outline, see how the style changes. Sweet. And let's go to app.tsx. Sure, mate. Yeah, okay. Let's just pull that in. And we'll just put this at the bottom here. And then, well, they've got it as an actual, yeah, we're going to pull out all the component stuff. So they've got it in here, the example as a component in React. We're just going to pull out just the button part. So let's see here. Pull out this stuff and put it up top. And I don't think we need to do that. And then there we go. And let's see if that worked. I think we need localhost. Oh, is that not the right localhost? Let me close some of these down. Don't need all of these. What is this? Empty. Close that. And yeah, I'll leave the rest of them. I can close Slack. I don't use Slack. I used to. Remove that. Used to, but for work purposes, but no longer work for that company, so no need. What was I doing? Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, I don't think we're running anymore. Run dev. Okay, now if we reload, there we go. Hello world. Oh, looks like we've got an extra semicolon there that we don't need. And then we'll just run dev. 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 And then we'll just Very nice. And we can change this to outlined. Ooh, looks like I don't have autosave on. This is definitely something I would go and do in Visual Studio Code. So we're going to go to Settings, and then there we go, Settings, autosave. It looks like it's already under commonly used, so perfect. And we're going to say on focus change. So focus change is anytime you're changing the focus, so between different windows or the sidebar to the main bar. The reason why is because I don't like it reloading every single time, like all the time. We might even do window change. I think we'll do window change. I've used both. I don't like the delay. Yeah, we'll do, let's see, what does it say? After the configured autosave delay. We'll just do focus change. Basically, this means anytime you make a change, they'll get saved, which is fine with me. Okay, looks like there's that outline. And we'll go back to here. Okay, globals. Since Material UI components are built to function in isolation, they don't require any kind of globally scoped styles. For a better user experience and developer experience, we've added the following globals to your app. Responsive meta tag, Material UI, the mobile first component library. That's very nice. We write code for mobile devices first and then scale it up the components as necessary using CSS media queries. To ensure proper rendering and touch zoomed for all devices, add this meta viewport. Okay, I can do that. Close. That was just to my head, right? Yeah, head element. And we'll add it. Looks like we already have. Yeah, we already have exactly the same thing. These are just in different orders. But I don't know if order matters, so we are going to have it as what they are recommending here. CSS baseline. Material UI provides optional CSS baseline components that fixes some of the inconsistencies across browsers and devices while providing resets that are better tailored to fit. Normalized JS. I don't know what any of those mean. And I don't know what normalize is. A modern alternative to CSS resets. Interesting. Excuse me. Okay, so it looks like it's just a way to reset everything in an app. We're not going to worry about this for now. Right now, this seems like a more of a intermediate to advanced topic, but that is something interesting that I would like to come back to. Oops, sorry, this one, not this one. Would like to come back to and learn about. Okay, yeah, we already installed or used the CDN for the font, so that's fine. So we'll go to example projects. Collection of examples, boilerplates, and scaffolds to jumpstart. The following integration examples are available as. I won't read all of this out. Well, I guess I'll read it out loud. These examples feature Material UI paired with other popular React frameworks and libraries. libraries and frameworks. So you can skip ahead and start building. Not sure what to pick. We recommend. Yeah. Okay, so it looks like instead of doing all of this installation that I did, I could have just used this one, which is funny. Excuse me. But we've already got everything, so I'm not going to bother with that. Looks like we have quite a lot, though. Got Next.js, Pages Router, App Router, V Remix, Create React App. That's pretty old. I don't know many people using it. Style components, which is what they were talking about before. They use emotion instead of styled. CDN, Gatsby, never heard of Refine or React Admin. Express.js, server rendering stuff. Preact, Tailwind CSS with Create React App. Not sure who would use that, but whatever. Okay, official themes and templates. Once you've chosen your preferred scaffolding above, move on to the templates doc, which is the next thing, and choose your ready-made user interface to plug in. For more complex pre-built UIs, check out our premium themes and templates in the MUI store. I know that at my work, we're going to be using themes heavily because we don't want the default MUI. We want it to look like what our current UI looks like. And I believe, excuse me, or I don't think this is the plan yet, but I think it would make a lot of sense if we style it the way that our current components are styled, which we don't really have components, to be honest. We have a bunch of, I think we have 3 component libraries that we use. We have like an old custom one that someone built or some team built, and then I think like some contractor team. I don't even think it was an internal team. Then we use another old React component library, and one other thing I don't remember what it was. But yeah, so we don't really have, at least on my team, we don't really have anything specific that we're using, and I'm pretty sure that's the same on a lot of other teams. It's just a lot of custom stuff. So anyway, I think the idea here is to use all these components. We can have the theme. And then have the theme match what our current components and styles and everything look like, and then slowly rewrite and update all of the UIs to include MUI. And then theoretically, you could then just make some changes and boom, now your app has a new style. Design updates. So yeah, looks like I'm just looking real quick at the different UI styles. They look pretty similar, to be honest. But that's fine. All right, we're not going to worry about that for now. The following projects are made by community and curated by MUI's team. They're great learning. Oh, okay, cool. Great learning resources. We will just open these up in separate tabs. Yeah, and we'll just leave them there. Templates. There's our collection of free React templates to get started. Oh, okay, these are like templates. They can be combined with one of the example projects to form a starter kit. Okay, I don't think we'll be using any of these in at work, so I'm not going to bother with that. Toolpath Core is a framework designed to build dashboards and integration tools that leverages an existing suite of components offered, ties them together. Okay. I don't think that's absolutely there. We'll move on to this Learn section. Okay, not very helpful. Example projects, templates, we already went over those. Recommended resources. I'll probably go through one of these then, or maybe multiple. Although I think I should go back to this examples project. By the way, quick tip. If you have a link that you're trying to click on that you're wanting to go to, if you just click on it, right, it's going to open it in your normal page. Everyone knows that. But if you hold down Control or Command, depending on Windows or Mac, and then click it, it opens it up in a new tab. There it is. Or if you hold Control or Command and then Shift at the same time, and then click it, it opens it up in a new tab and it pops you over to that new tab. So that's what I did. All right, we are going to just view this one again real quick and see if they had anything in source. Looks like they do. Per tip. Okay. I'm going to open this up in StackBlitz instead of downloading or cloning. And just kind of get an idea of what's going on here. Okay, how to use, download the example, yada, yada, yada. StackBlitz. Okay, default project. Looks like they've got this theme. Okay, editing color themes, easy enough. Yeah, looks like I can get pretty crazy with the theme. Pro tip. Oh, that's the section. Typography, light bulb icon. What does SX stand for? And then a link component. Typography for the top section. Yeah, wait, body 2. Oh, here's the typography for 1, and then this is the copyright down here. Interesting. All right. This is pretty basic. Not that much to learn here. So we're going to go ahead and just close that. Yep. Okay. And we're going to code base generator. Back to learning resources. All right, sweet. We're going to go ahead and go through the rest of these and then go back to one of these setups. We might also just go through and look through some of the components and the component API. And then here's that customization stuff. That would be good to dive into. Have 2 lines. Okay. Integrations, Next.js, router libraries. We don't care about any of these. Oops. Discover more, showcase related projects. roadmap, blah, blah, blah. Design resources. Figma design kit. Very nice. Figma sync plugin. Interesting. Template store. Okay. Design resources. To be more efficient designing and developing with the same library. Design kits. Super important. Basically, just going to pull in all of the Figma or all of the Material UI components into Figma. Let's see if there's anything interesting here. The design kit's composed of over 1,500 unique elements to build and speed up development process and ease of communication for designers and developers using the same library. We've got Figma Sketch and Adobe XD. Very nice. So that's design kit. And then the sync plugin is to help bridge the gap between designers and developers. It generates a theme file that you can add to your code base with all the design tokens and component customizations from Figma. Oh. You can quickly view all of the changes through an embedded storybook panel directly in the plugin interface. Very cool. We will probably want to use that when it's out of beta. I wonder what the difference is with that. Materials UI UX pin a large UI kit of Material UI components. This design tool renders the components in a web runtime. I guess it's just rendering that on a page like it would be in production instead of having the design kit in Figma land. It says in beta, but it doesn't have I was looking for a release timeline or something like that. Sweet. Okay. This sounds like it'd be super cool later on. But probably best to just leave it right now. Oh, wow. Look at that. Yeah. Style overrides. All these overrides. Pretty complex. And they can go through embedded, hover, disabled, focused, medium, small, exactly what it should look like. Hey. You're just taking my gun? Can I be... Jeez. All right, cool. Let's see if there's anything on FAQs. Just scan through this real quick. No. Why do the fixed position elements move when the middle is open? How to disable the ripple effect globally? Yeah, we probably will want to do that. Oh, but in case anyone is wondering, that ripple effect was that. You can see in the button. If it comes in the corner, comes from the corner, from the center. That is old from Google's Material UI philosophy, but obviously some people may like it, some people may not. Do I have to use motion to style my app? No, it's not required, but if you're using the default style engine, which is what comes with the emotion dependency comes built in, so there's no extra bundle size to send to client. Perhaps you've added some Material UI components in an app that already use another styling solution or are familiar with a different styling API. You don't want to learn a new one. In that case, you can, okay. Yeah, you can use that. When should I use inline versus CSS? As a rule of thumb, only use inline styles for dynamic style properties. The CSS alternative provides much more advantages such as auto prefixing, vector debugging, media queries, and keyframes. Talking about React Router, accessing the DOM element. Yep, create ref. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't think we have to read through all of these. Supported components. I guess when they had their old material design. Don't really care. Supported platforms, whatever. And then support for MUI. All right, back to learn. Well, let's see here. We've got 10 more minutes on this hour long session. So I think we're just going to go through the components and component API section, and then we'll come back to this learn and do one of these. Crash course, 0 to hero. Next.js. Okay, I don't really want to learn about Next.js. Crash course and intro to React. Tutorial playlist. Okay, probably one of these ones up here. And I don't need an intro to React. But guidance on theming and style customization, that sounds very helpful. Yeah, let's open up this guy. We'll open up these three in a separate tab. Only half an hour, that's not too bad. An hour and a half, a little bit lengthier. And this is, does it say the total length? I thought YouTube used to say the total length. Well, let's see here. 30, an hour, probably about an hour and a half as well. And we've got everything from installation, first component, adding, customizing navbar, grid, basic routing, styles, overriding default styles, adding, yeah. Which ones did they say were which? Crash course and intro. Now I forget which ones are which. Okay, hold on. Let's close all these. This one that has the theming and styling is. Oh, I don't need an ad. Okay, that's a half an hour guy, so I will probably watch him first. And then one of these guys. That was the full half an hour one, lathe, and then the analytical, or atypical, sorry, developer. That was the series. Yeah, video series. We'll pull up both of those just see which one had better. See, 2 years ago, and like average of 20,000 views, let's say. This was also 2 years ago, 10 more views. It is chapter marked though. Layout, typography, custom themes with providers. I don't know that I need to learn this much about typography, routing, other components. Yeah, I think we'll go with this guy. It seems like I'll get a better idea of. Let's see here, search. He's going through each of the components. He's going through custom themes. I think I'll go with this guy then. So these two courses, and then we'll go back to, yeah. See if there's anything else here with Create React app. Okay, I don't want to use this one. I already have that one. We don't want that. And yeah. All right. We will just leave this for now. Let's go to components. All components. Every component has Material UI has available. I'm just going to say MUI. MUI aims to provide building blocks for developers to create great user interfaces using material design guidelines as a reference. That's the Google material design. Yeah, these are their guidelines on like what makes a good design. Foundation styles components, they have their own material design components. I guess this is their third version. Yeah, this is the one that I'm used to going to. Yeah, as you can see, a lot of these look a little older, kind of 2015 style. Yeah, here's the latest design now available for Android Material 3. Anyway, enough about that. Inputs with an autocomplete button. I'm not sure what the MD2, I guess Material Design 2 style instead of Material Design 3 is maybe what they're saying. Oh, yeah. Using the material design guidelines as a reference, which you strive to follow where practical. The library doesn't necessarily implement the exact specs on every component or feature. The official guidelines are incomplete, contradictory, or maintainers apply common sense. Okay. Button group, checkbox, floating. I'm just getting an idea for what components they have. Text fields, transfer list. Interesting. Toggle button. Then we have some data display stuff. Got the avatar, a little badge for buttons, some chips, dividers, icons. Oh, and then material icons. I wonder what the difference is between these two. List, a table, a tooltip, and then just general typography. We've got alerts, we've got backdrops, dialogues, progress, skeleton. Nice. And a snack bar. We've got an accordion. I wonder what surface is supposed to mean. Oh, I guess just general. Yeah, that makes sense. Surface stuff. Cards, app bars, accordion, paper. Interesting. Got bottom navigation, breadcrumbs, drawer. We use a lot of breadcrumbs at work. Links, menu, pagination, speed dial. Don't know what that means. What's the difference between that and, there we go, floating action button. Oh, it can display related actions. That makes sense. Okay. We've got some layout stuff. We've got a box, a container, grid v2, stack, image list. Interesting. Masonry. Ah, very cool. That's always cool. Oh, timeline. And then we've got a click away listener, CSS baseline that we visited and decided it was a little too out of scope for this. Modal, no SSR, server-side rendering, popover, popper, portal, auto text size area transitions, and use media query. What is portal? Portal component lets you render a child and its DOM that exists outside of the. Oh, interesting. That's kind of like a clear in CSS, but for React components. All right. Let's go to component API. Oh, this, I'm going to guess this is when you actually click on one of these. Like if I click on complete. What is my. No, I wonder what the difference is. Autocomplete and autocomplete API. Oh, Oh, this is just showing everything that I can pass in as prompts. And then this is just like the overview of it. Jeez. Yeah, and then here's the API. Okay. Sweet. We're at exactly 1 hour. Yeah. So I'm going to take a quick break and then we'll do another session going over these courses. I'll share just my web browser so that we can both hear the audio. And yeah, we'll go from there. See you guys.